Good afternoon. We are having lunch. We're up on top of a hill, which I'll show you in a minute what our view is. We've gone officially 20 miles?
Did you say 7.4?
7.4 miles today. We left Ridgecrest and got a ride up from Scott, one of the locals, and dropped us off right at Walker Pass, right at the trailhead. And we proceeded to climb over 2,400 feet, I think it is. And we still have
17, did you say?
17 left, and then we have
1900.
1,900 straight down. So everything that we gained today, we will also lose today, which is super exciting. Although in Ridgecrest it's probably 100 degrees, but up here it's a pleasant, I don't know, 80, 70. It's pleasant, and it's a little windy, but not too shabby. And so here's a view of what we're looking at. That's off into the distance. We're kind of sitting behind some logs and rocks to guard us from the wind, but that's looking out into the desert. We're still in the desert section and hoping to leave it soon, a couple more days. But every day we get a little reminder, whether it be heat, whether it be a cactus here and there, that we are still in the desert. So anyway, just wanted to check in, and we'll check in later. Good morning.
Morning.
We got going about
6
this morning, a little bit before 6, and our first stop will be for water, which is probably another 2.9, I'm guessing at this point, maybe 3. You already saw a view of what we're seeing. The sun's coming up. Might be a little warmer today, although looks like we've got some clouds, or it could just be my dirty glasses. But we woke up, it was really warm last night. Condensation in the tent. Our clothes were kind of
Everything's damp.
And so
In my sleeping bag.
So yeah, the dampness to the sweatiness, because we had a pretty good climb already this morning, and I think we probably have about 100 and, again, guessing 50 ascent, and then we'll go downhill. Everything we do, we go up, and then we go down, and so we have to keep working to go up. Anyway, we're gonna get going, and just want to check in, and we'll talk to you later.
Happy trails.
morning. This is a solo video. Lori is on ahead and Sunny is back behind at the water springs. We got going about 5:30 this morning and had water at 2 miles. It took a while to get there because it's uphill. We have about 3 more miles of uphill today from here. I think it's about 1,600 ascent, and then we've got about 2,000 of descent. We're going to make this a shorter day. We're just going to go about 12.5 miles to a campsite where there's also water, and then we'll have about a 10-mile day. 10-11 going into Kennedy Meadows tomorrow. We stayed at a BLM campsite last night. Pit toilets, luxury with toilet paper, and it was warm. Today's going to be warm. It's supposed to be in the 90s at Kennedy Meadows, so we're climbing up to about 8,000 feet in elevation. So we're going to take it slow, steady, and hopefully get in a little bit early to the camp before the heat and just kind of relax the rest of the afternoon. So we'll catch on down the trail. But before I forget, let me show you what the trail looks like. Still climbing, nearing that 8,000 foot level, which is interesting because it doesn't seem that high, but lots of beautiful wildflowers that are in bloom. We go from trees to a burned out section, kind of deserty. And the trail just keeps going up. That is Lori, way over there, going uphill. And that gives you a perspective of what I've got to do. I've got to go around, up and around to catch her. Okay, now officially at 8,000 feet, and still not really the highest around us. We'll start to go down a little bit, and off in the distance you can see the snow-covered mountains. Of the Sierra. That's where we're heading.
Okay, guys. We have a little bit of an accomplishment today. We've just finished our, last biggest climb of the desert. And we only have like 1,000 or something to get to Kennedy Meadows tomorrow. So we're kind of winding down this desert section, and needless to say, you see the smile on my face. I'm going downhill, so I'm happy about that. We will be at water and hopefully camp if there's spots for about 6 miles. So That'll be good. There's some hikers! And so we will be really, really happy when we get to camp and water and be even more closer to Kennedy Meadows. So we will be hitting another milestone tomorrow. So anyway, give you a little look-see out here. I think Craig shot some of the Sierras, but I'll give you a little look on the downhill.
So if you remember a few hundred miles ago, we said there was a plant that was very similar to a lilac or smelled like a lilac. Well, this is the same thing. Those were purple and these are white, but still in full bloom, very fragrant. And I guess they call them a wild California lilac, from what I'm told by one of the local hikers. But in this burned out section, it's really pretty to have these white flowers all in bloom and to smell their aroma as the breeze carries it towards us.
Good evening. The word for the day is hot.
Extreme hot.
Yeah, today was like 90 degrees, and we got up early about 5:30, and our goal was to get to this water spot at 12.6, which we did, probably about what, noon, 12:30.
I think we got here at 12:31.
But limited shade, and
We had to create our own
we had to
shade.
create our own shade, so we've been hanging out, trying to stay cool.
We're not.
Even the water from the stream only stays cold for seconds.
Oh, moments. It's
Moments,
not cold
and then it
water.
gets warm,
Very
but
long.
we realized that the past couple nights we haven't done a video, but so let's kind of reverse a little bit. Our first night, coming back on trail from Walker Pass, we went to mile 666.
That's right.
And our total miles for the day was
13. Lucky number 13.
so.
But then we went on. We elevated
Yeah,
666.
0.3.
No, we camped at 0.3. We elevated.
Yeah. But yeah, we've past couple days we've had a lot of uphill elevation gain,
and we've just been wiped out.
then we descend, so it pretty much becomes a wash. But it's kind of disappointing. You work really hard to get to the top, and then spend all the rest of the afternoon going down. But
To go back up the next day.
yeah. But tomorrow we're going to get to Kennedy Meadows, which we're super excited.
We got about 8.7 miles.
Yep. And we'll have a monumental
We're going to have a milestone tomorrow.
milestone tomorrow.
A couple of them.
So we're excited about that. Getting to Kennedy Meadows is kind of the number one. It's the end of the desert and official going into the Sierra, even though we're technically in the Sierra right now. But it's just a big deal to get there, and a lot of hikers don't make it either because of injury or who knows, lots of different reasons. But we're super excited to get there. And anyway, so it's hot. We're gonna try to go to sleep, get up early, 5:30, so we can get into town and get a Sprite, which I love Sprite now. That's the thing that I crave, and a burger. I think a burger would be good. So hope everything's well at home. Anything you want to add?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Miss everyone.
Miss everybody. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
Happy trails.
Bye.
Good morning. Say good morning, Craig.
Good morning.
Do I have you? Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going downhill, so he's a little taller. Let's see. Well, we got a 5:30 start this morning. We've been hiking for, about an hour, almost hour and a half, I guess. And we only had about 8.7 miles before we got to Kennedy Meadows. So we're in this lovely little forest here, enjoying the cool weather, and excited to get into Kennedy Meadows. Excited to hit our milestone today, crossing a creek. And yeah, we've already talked about what we want to eat, what we want to drink, and happy to be exiting this desert. Are you happy, Craig?
Yeah, very happy.
Sunny, are you happy? She's ecstatic. All right, so here's a little look-see of this great forest.
I guess this is a sign when you're out in the desert, when you have a strong flowing stream. This is the Kearns River, or the South Fork of the Kearns River.
Here's our milestone. We are hitting 700 today. So all you people in the betting pool, losers. I'm going to show you the 700. Whoop whoop. $700. Bam. Everybody?
Woo,
Congratulations.
well done.
Woohoo!
Yeah, just waking up in the morning and to be well. Quite honest with you, I ain't really sleep well. You ever feel like your train of thought's been derailed? That's when you press on, lean in. Half the population just waiting to see me fail. Yeah, right, you better off trying to freeze hell. Some of us do it for
Get me out of the desert.
Lori can't wait to get to town. She's running. Sherman Pass Road. We are now officially out of the desert. And of course, then we got to walk up this road. But we're excited to make this accomplishment. 700 miles today, plus making it to Kennedy Meadows. Great day.